Peace and love, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you for coming back to Read and Learn with T. Marie. You know that's me. Many blessings to all of you guys this morning. I hope everybody's having a blessed day. Woke up on the right side of the bed, getting ready to lay down on the right side of the bed. Full bellies, super hydrated, good mind frame, and you are just prayed up and stay that way, okay? As we are back with another reading of the Holy Bible today. We're starting a new chapter. We're starting a new book today. We are starting the fifth book of Moses called Deuteronomy. I have completed the fourth book of Moses called Numbers. I ended that book. That book ended really weird. I'm not even up front. I was kind of flabbergasted by the way that book ended. Okay, just that whole book in general was just a little. It was like a mushroom trip or something. They I can't really recall everything that happened, but based on what I remember offhand, they're going to war with Korah and them, and Korah, they get sunken into the earth. The earth just sinks them in like that one scene on Nightmare on Elm Street when Johnny Depp. They reminded me of that scene when he was in the bed. It's the first Nightmare on Elm Street. He's laying in the bed, he's listening to his music, and in his dreams, like Freddy Krueger just sinks him inside the bed, and he's now inside of his bed. Just some weird stuff, weird stuff. And so they go through that. They defeat them. They defeat Korah and them, and they're going on through their journey. They're journeying on and journeying on, and then the Israelites come across Balaam, or excuse me, Balak, and Balak gets scared, and he calls his homie that talks to donkeys, and God brought Balaam into the game so that way he can help the Israelites, which he did. And then, geez, we're dealing with a whole bunch of stuff there. We lost Aaron. Rest in peace to Aaron. Aaron is now gone from the picture. But his legacy lived on because his grandson Phineas, he came and took over a lot of things. He was thrusting people in the stomach, and he stopped a plague. He did a lot. Like Phineas really stepped his game up in this book. I'm kind of proud of him. I'm really proud of Phineas. And just some more things happen. More conflict. They after the all the conflict is done. They're going back to their business. Starting from where they originally came from with building the cities, the altars, the tabernacles. They're going back to their regular scheduled programming. And as the chapter ends, we start getting these different laws for marriages. Which started off a little unfair. It started off a little unfair because at first only the men who had sons got inheritance, but then the daughters, those four or five daughters, I can't remember what their names are, but they went to Moses and they were like, "Hey, we need some inheritance too. Just because we're not boys, that doesn't mean that we don't deserve anything." And God said, "Sure, sure, fair enough," and granted that wish. So life goes on. They get their inheritance and everything like that. Um, And more laws are being made, and you know then we get towards the end, we get to those last chapters where we got these laws for fleeing killers, people who accidentally kill somebody. They have their refuge city that they can hide out in, so that way the Avengers, they don't get revenge for person that they accidentally killed or whatnot. So they have these cities for them, and then there's if they find out that they intentionally killed somebody, then they just get put to death. It was just really weird how it went to that subject after we're building these cities. But I guess that's the way of the law. The law is just going to come abruptly. It's not just going to be something planned out, So I get it, I guess. And then these poor daughters, this really threw me off. I was just thrown off. If you go back in the last video and just see my expression, it threw me off because the daughters, the ones that went to Moses complaining about the inheritance, they were told that they have to marry within the tribe, okay? They can't, if they marry somebody outside of the tribe, then all inheritance is gone, you know? So the way to solve that is these poor girls went and had to marry their cousins. They had to marry their father's brother's sons. So I'm just like wondering, like, were these girls cursed? Was it because they stepped up to Moses with their requests and God was being petty? Let me find out God was being petty with that, okay? Because that is just really crazy that these poor girls had to marry their cousins in order to keep the inheritance that they wanted, that they deserved, rightfully so. But who are we to say what God says the children deserved or not? Who am I to say that? So I'm not even gonna go there. So yeah, so that's crazy. So the chapter just ended in incest. Okay, so that was the book of Numbers. That was a very interesting book. So now we are moving along to another book, another chapter, another day. And I'm only going to do chapters 1 and 2 today, just keeping it light, keeping it brief, just to get a feel of what we're getting into here. Okay, so I don't want to read too much. All right, so the fifth book of Moses, called Deuteronomy. And Deuteronomy, I looked it up. The Deuteronomy, the definition of that is second law or repetition of law. So this makes me wonder, like, is this like going to be some? I feel like, okay, and I'm just speaking from personal experience. Me, I do not like repeating myself. That is one of the biggest things that I do not like doing. I don't like repeating myself, especially when it comes like to it with a serious matter, something important. I should only have to tell you once. If I had to tell you twice, okay, sure, sure. If I had to tell you a third time, see my blood boil. You are going to see my blood boil, and I'm not going to like that. Okay. So I wonder if God's going to be angry in this book because he's got to repeat the law again. So I'm excited, wondering about that. Okay, chapter 1. These be the words which Moses spake unto all Israel on this side Jordan in the wilderness, in the plain over against the Red Sea, between Paran and Tophel, and Laban, and Hazeroth, and Dizahab. These are 11 days' journey from Horeb by the way of Mount Seir unto Kadesh Barnea. And it came to pass in the 40th year, in the 11th month, on the first day of the month, that Moses spake unto the children of Israel, according unto all that the Lord had given him in commandment unto them. After he had slain Sihon, the king of the Amorites, which dwelt in Heshbon, the Og, the king of Bashan, which dwelt at Ashtaroth in Edrei. On this side Jordan in the land of Moab began Moses to declare this law, saying, The Lord our God spake unto us in Horeb, saying, Ye have dwelt long enough in the mount. Turn you and take your journey and go to the mount of the Amorites and unto all the places nigh thereunto, in the plain and the hills and in the vale and in the south and by the seaside to the land of the Canaanites and unto Lebanon, unto the great river, the river Euphrates. Behold, I have set the land before you. Go in and possess the land which the Lord sware unto your fathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, to give unto them and to their seed after them. And I spake unto you at that time, saying, I am not able to bear you myself alone. The Lord your God hath multiplied you, and behold, ye are this days as the stars of heaven for multitude. The Lord God of your fathers make you 1,000 times so many more as ye are, and bless you as he hath promised you. How can I myself alone bear your cumbrance and your burden and your strife? Take your wise men and understanding and known among your tribes, and I will make them rulers over you. And Ye answered me and said, the thing which thou hast spoken is good for us to do. So I took the chief of your tribes, wise men and made them heads over you, captains over thousands, and captains over hundreds, and captains over fifties, and captains over tens, and officers among your tribes. This sounds like the advice that he took from his father-in-law. Didn't his father-in-law tell him to do that? The one that had his own, he's got his own land, and every time he would come visit him, Moses would be like, "Hey, come join me," and he'd be like, "Nah, I'm good." These are the same instructions, the advice that he gave him to do, I think in what you call it, Exodus. Okay, and I charged your judges at that time, saying, hear the causes between your brethren, and judge righteously between every man and his brother, and the stranger that is with him. Ye shall not respect persons in judgment, but ye shall hear the small as well as the great. Ye shall not be afraid of the face of man, for the judgment is God's, and the cause that is too hard for you, bring it unto me, and I will hear it. And I commanded you at that time all the things which ye should do. And when he departed from Horeb, he went through all that great and terrible wilderness, which ye saw by the way of the mountains, the mountain of the Amorites, as the Lord our God commanded us. And we came to Kadesh Barnea. And I said unto you, Ye are come unto the mountain of the Amorites, which the Lord our God doth give unto us. Behold, the Lord thy God hath set the land before thee. Go up and possess it. As the Lord God of thy fathers hath said unto thee, fear not, neither be discouraged. And ye came near unto me, every one of you, and said, we will send men before us, and they shall search us out the land, and bring us word again by what way we must go up, and into what cities we shall come. And the saying pleased me well, and I took 12 men of you, one of a tribe. And they turned and went up into the mountain, and came unto the valley of Eshcol and searched it out. And and they took of the fruit of the land in their hands, and brought it down unto us, and brought us word again, and it said, it is a good land, which the Lord our God doth give us. Notwithstanding, ye would not go up, but rebelled against the commandment of the Lord your God. And ye murmured in your tents and said, because the Lord hated us, he hath brought us forth out of the land of Egypt to deliver us into the land of the Amorites and destroy us. Whither shall we go up? Our brethren have discouraged our hearts, saying, the people is greater and taller than we. The cities are great and walled up to heaven. And moreover, we have seen the sons of the Anakims there. Then I said unto you, dread not, neither be afraid of them. The Lord your God, which goeth before you, he shall fight for you according to all that he did for you in Egypt before your eyes. And in the wilderness, where thou hast seen how that the Lord thy God bare thee, as a man doth bear his son, and all the way that ye went until ye came into this place. Yet in this thing ye did not believe the Lord your God, who went in the way before you to search you out a place to pitch your tents in, and fire by night, to shew you by what way ye shall go, and in a cloud by day. And the Lord heard the voice of your words, and was wroth, and sware, saying, surely there shall not one of these men of this evil generation see that good land, which I swear to give unto your fathers. Save Caleb the son of Jephunneh, he shall see it, And to him will I give the land that he hath trodden upon, and to his children, because he hath wholly followed the Lord. Also, the Lord was angry with me for your sakes, saying, Thou also shalt not go in thither. But Joshua the son of Nun, which standeth before thee, he shall go in thither and encourage him. I'm sorry, let me repeat that. But Joshua the son of Nun, which standeth before thee, he shall go in thither, encourage him, for he shall cause Israel to inherit it. Moreover, your little ones, which ye said should be a prey, and your children, which in that day had no knowledge between good and evil, they shall go in thither, and unto them will I give it, and they shall possess it. But as for you, turn you and take your journey into the wilderness by the way of the Red Sea. Oh mine. And ye answered and said unto me, we have sinned against the Lord. We will go up and fight, according to all that the Lord our God commanded us. And when ye had girded on every man his weapons of war, ye were ready to go up into the hill. And the Lord said unto me, Say unto them, Go not up, neither fight, for I am not among you, lest ye be smitten before your enemies. So I spake unto you, and ye would not hear, but rebelled against the commandment of the Lord, and went presumptuously up into the hill. And the Amorites which dwelt in the mountain came out against you and chased you, as bees do, and destroyed you in Seir, even unto Hormah. Oh, mine. And ye returned and wept before the Lord, but the Lord would not hearken to your voice, nor give ear unto you. So ye abode in Kadesh many days, according unto the days that ye abode there. Wow, okay, that was chapter 1. So that was Moses speaking, right? This was Moses saying all of this, right? I'm going to have to come back with a recap on that, okay? Yeah, I'll have to come back on a recap on that, okay? So, all right, chapter 2, last chapter of the day. Then we turned and took our journey into the wilderness by the way of the Red Sea, as the Lord spake unto me. And we compassed Mount Seir many days. And the Lord spake unto me, saying, Ye have compassed this mountain long enough. Turn you northward, and command thou the people, saying, Ye are to pass through the coast of your brethren, the children of Esau, which dwell in Seir, and they shall be afraid of you. Take ye good heed unto yourselves, therefore. Meddle not with them, for I will not give you or their land, no, not so much as a foot breadth, because I have given Mount Seir unto Esau for a possession. Ye shall buy meat of them for money, that ye may eat, and ye shall also buy water of them for money, that ye may drink. For the Lord thy God hath blessed thee in all the works of thy hand. He knoweth thy walking through this great wilderness. These 40 years the Lord thy God hath been with thee. Thou hast lacked nothing. And when we passed by from our brethren, the children of Esau, which dwelt in Seir, through the way of the plain of Elah, and from Ezion Gaber, we turned and passed by the way of the wilderness of Moab. And the Lord said unto me, Distress not the Moabites, neither contend with them in a battle. For I will not give thee their land for a possession, because I have given Ar unto the children of Lot for a possession. The Emims dwelt there in times past, a people great and many and tall as the Anakims, which also were accounted giants as the Anakims, but the Moabites call them Emims. The Horims the Horims also dwell in Seir before time, but the children of Esau succeeded them when they had destroyed them let me repeat. The Horims also dwelt in Seir before time, but the children of Esau succeeded them when they had destroyed them from before them, and dwelt in their stead, as Israel did unto the land of his possession, which the Lord gave unto them. Now rise up, said I, and get you over the brook Zered, and we went over the brook Zered. And the space in which we came from Kadesh Barnea until we were come over the brook Zered was 30 and 8 years, until all the generation of the men of war were wasted out from among the host, as the Lord sware unto them. For indeed the hand of the Lord was against them to destroy them from among the host until they were consumed. So it came to pass, when all the men of war were consumed and dead from among the people, that the Lord spake unto me, saying, Thou art to pass over through the coast of Moab this day. And when thou comest nigh over against the children of Ammon, distress them not, nor meddle with them, for I will not give thee of the land of the children of Ammon any possession, because I have given it unto the children of Lot for a possession. That also was accounted a land of giants. Giants dwelt therein in old time, and the Amorites called them Zamzamims. Zamzamims, that sounds zazzy. A people great and many and tall as the Anakims, but the Lord destroyed them before them, and they succeeded them and dwelt in their stead, as he did to the children of Esau, which dwelt in Seir, when he destroyed the Horims from before them, and they succeeded them and dwelt in their stead, even unto this day. And the Avims, which dwelt in Hazarim, even unto Azza, the Caphtorims, which came forth of Caphtor, destroyed them and dwelt in their stead. Rise ye up, take your journey, and pass over the river Arnon. Behold, I have given into thine hand Sihon the Amorite, king of Heshbon, and his land. Begin to possess it, and contend with him in battle. This day will I begin to put the dread of thee and the fear of thee upon the nations that are under the whole heaven, who shall hear report of thee, and shall tremble and be in anguish because of thee. And I sent messengers out of the wilderness of Kedemoth unto Sihon, king of Heshbon, with words of peace, saying, Let me pass through thy land. I will go along by the highway. I will neither turn unto the right hand nor to the left. Thou shalt sell me meat for money, that I may eat, and give me water for money, that I may drink. Only I will pass through on my feet. As the children of Esau, which dwell in Seir, and the Moabites, which dwell in Ar, did unto me, until I shall pass, until I shall pass over Jordan into the land which the Lord our God giveth us. But Sihon, king of Heshbon, would not let us pass by him, for the Lord thy God hardened his spirit and made his heart obstinate, that he might deliver him into thy hand, as appeareth this day. And the Lord said unto me, Behold, I have begun to give Sihon and his land before thee. Begin to possess, that thou mayest inherit his land. Then Sihon came out against us, he and all his people, to fight at Jahaz. And the Lord our God delivered him before us, and he smote him and his sons and all his people. And we took all his cities at that time, and utterly destroyed the men and the children and the little ones of every city. We left none to remain. Poor little ones. What did the little ones do? Only the cattle we took for a prey unto ourselves, and the spoil of the city which we took. They couldn't save the children, the little ones, because I know they didn't do anything intentionally. They saved the cattle, but didn't save the little babies. From Aurora, which is by the brink of the river of Arnon, and from the city that is by the river, even unto Gilead, there was not one city too strong for us. The Lord our God delivered all unto us. Only until the land of the children of Ammon thou camest out, nor unto any place of the river Jabbok, nor unto the cities and the mountains, nor unto whatsoever the Lord our God forbade us. That's the end of chapter 2, and I'm stopping there, okay? I really hope you guys enjoyed those chapters. I'm gonna have to come back on the recap on both chapters 1 and 2 on that one, okay? Just because I have a fresh mind coming into these new books. So I don't want to overthink anything, and I just want to read it, study it later, and come back to it. You know what I mean? So that way I don't give myself a brain aneurysm trying to think while I'm live, not live, but while I'm on the camera. That's just not a good look. Okay. So that's the first 2 chapters of Deuteronomy from the Holy Bible. If you enjoyed those chapters, please like, comment, subscribe, share this video with a friend or a family member. And I will see you guys on the next video, okay? I hope you guys have a very blessed, peaceful day today, okay? Bye.